Parkside Junior High School, and it's my pleasure this evening to be able to introduce to you the 7th grade boys basketball team from Parkside Junior High School. They are this year's IESA 4A state basketball champions, and they took first place, of course, in the tournament, which took place on Saturday, February 7th and Thursday, February 12th at Kingsley Junior High School. They defeated a team from Bolingbrook by the score of 55-19 in the championship game, and they entered their season with a record of 24-1, if I am correct on that. This also, I should note, is the second year in a row our 7th grade boys basketball team has won the ISA state basketball tournament for 7-4A. So I'd like to also congratulate their coach, longtime coach at Parkside Junior High School, Mr. Phil Nevels, who's here this evening, and Mr. Nevels was assisted this year by Brad List and Marcus Cannon. Mr. Nevels would like to just take a minute or two to talk about the team. So, Mr. Nevels, I'll turn.
I'm not going to take the minute, trust
me.
You people don't want to hear that much, trust me. Just a couple of notes, and really I just want to talk about things that you don't see in the box scores. Number one, these young men excelled and are improved in the classroom. Number two, the official scorekeeper from Kingsley actually let one of our teachers at Parkside know that these kids were well behaved, that they showed a great deal of sportsmanship. A referee actually took time out of his day to contact one of our, Mr. Clark, and let him know about how well the boys behaved during and before, during, and after basketball games. And you know, another note is we were at another gym and at a game in which we won a sectional. A resource officer pulled me aside and he said, "It's nice to see a team win with class," and it's really those are the things that make me proud to coach these young men. So I want to thank you folks.
And I would just affirm what Mr. Neville has said, is I have the opportunity to see them in the hallways and in the classrooms every day, and they represent themselves really well, of course, on the basketball court, but families, parents, you should know that they do represent themselves and you in the classrooms each and every day and in the hallways. So it's a very special group of boys, so young men. So with that, I'd like to introduce to you the student athletes this evening. First, Brian Johnson, and they know they have orders. Cole Hernandez. Duncan Williams. Jay Cocker. Tyler Calhoun. Dejan Johnson, or sorry, Dylan Yonker. Dejan Johnson. Nick Rediger. Brady Stower. Evan Hudson. Michael Workman. Corey Walker. Alec McGinnis. Garrett Swingler. And Cole Henson.
Coaches are fantastic.
And lastly but not least, certainly, of course, the boys would not be here. They wouldn't have the success they have on the court and off the court if it wasn't for their families. So if the families of these young men could please stand and be recognized this evening, our parents, please.